Hello everyone, how is it going today? I am going to discuss about symbiotes, so let's go to the video. So before we go into the video, don't forget to subscribe and enable the bell icon. So we prepared 10 symbiote which play damn important role in Marvel comic. Still, to avoid video going lengthy, let's go to the video. Flash Thompson, known in his hero form as Agent Venom, is certainly not the weakest member of the symbiote family. He still had spider-like powers that allowed him to crawl walls and lift heavy objects. Once he merged with the Anti-Venom symbiote, he could heal himself as well as others. However, unlike his friend Spider-Man, Flash doesn't have inherent meta-powers. His military and boxing training give him advantages in some areas. Yet, most of his abilities come from the symbiote. Symbiote Guardians. Early in his career, Venom was captured by the Life Foundation and forced to provide 5 samples of the symbiote. A quartet of these seeds bonded to a group of individuals. Eventually, Riot, Lasher, Phage, and Agony became a group called the Guardians. The 4 had the same powers as the symbiote and little else. A few adventures and revealed the Guardians' lack of skills. In the end, the human hosts were killed and the symbiotes went their own way. Soon enough, the former Guardian symbiotes fused and bonded with Scott Washington, a crippled guard who released them from a lab. Together, they became the anti-hero known as Hybrid. He decided the first task was to eliminate the gang that had ruined his legs. Not long after he became Hybrid, Venom killed him to eliminate all evil forms of the symbiote. After Spider-Man, one would probably think Eddie Brock is the most powerful owner of the symbiote. Though it's true he's a match for the original wall crawler, he isn't as strong as the other symbiotes who came after him. Nevertheless, what he does have is fairly significant. Since the symbiote retains Spider-Man's powers, Eddie has superhuman strength, speed, and stamina. He can adhere to vertical and horizontal surfaces and shoot living webs from his hands. Venom's greatest tool against Spider-Man is his invisibility to his spider sense. Sleeper is a unique symbiote born in Alchemax's astrobiology lab. It remained there until it began to mature and officials of the giant chemical conglomerate could market its chemokinetic powers. It escaped into space to find its original host, the Kree soldier Tel-Kar. Sleeper lobotomized the alien to take complete control and explore the cosmos. That was the start of its adventures. On top of the base Venom powers, Sleeper has the ability to create numerous liquid and aerosol chemicals. Some of these act as pheromone agents while others are corrosive materials used in battle. The emotional agents allow Sleeper to use a form of pheromone telepathy to hypnotize its victims. The hero known as Anti-Venom was created from symbiote remnants within Eddie Brock's body. Rather than forming into a twin sibling, they were charged by the villain Mr. Negative. As a result, an artificial being was created that worked for good. With the ability to heal its host, and other symbiote weakness such as sound and fire are not a problem for Anti-Venom, and Anti-Venom have an ability to destroy any symbiote come contact with it. The Venom symbiote would have remained a glob of inanimate matter if it weren't for Peter Parker. His costume in tatters after the events in Secret Wars, he went in search of the machine that produced outfits for the other heroes. What he found was a costume that changed his life. Under Peter's control, the symbiote was able to form the Black Spider-Man costume with a thought. In addition, it boosted his already impressive powers and provided him with unlimited webbing. When Peter disposed of it, the symbiote retained most of Spider-Man's powers. In the ancient days known as the 1990s, Marvel and DC got together and created a series of one-shot comics. These combined heroes and villains of both companies into one personality. For instance, Carnage was merged with Bizarro to create the villain Bizarnge. On top of the symbiote's ruthlessness, Bizarnge has the superhuman abilities of Superman's maligned opposite. Overall, the villain was not to be reckoned with by anyone else than the Superboy, Spider-Man hybrid known as Spider-Boy. Take Spider-Man's powers, combine them with the insanity of a killer, and you have Carnage. The next generation of symbiotes was generated from a remnant of Venom left in a jail cell with the psychopathic murderer Cletus Cassidy. The symbiote's detachment and Cassidy's love of killing resulted in one of the top villains for both Spider-Man and Venom. The origin of the alien symbiotes has changed. The most recent one has given them a father of sorts in the form of Knull. Born in the earliest days of the universe, the godlike figure has waged a constant battle with the Celestials for bringing light into the star-filled vastness. Knull's greatest power is the ability to spawn symbiotes. Using his vast knowledge, he is able to infuse them with a part of his meta capabilities. These abilities have allowed him to live several billion years,